Are there any other logistics?
Logistics. Hello, everyone. I'm
Hello.
here with Ina, and I will have to leave in less than half an hour. Is that okay with the space?
What do you mean when you say that you're here with Ina?
I think she's frozen. Uh, I invited Ina to this villaging with children, and she's interested to come. And she's in filming right now. So she's interested to come with Kai, her son, somebody I helped to give birth to. And yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Oran, did you still want to bring the feeling that you were having just now?
No, it's not really alive. But
Okay.
I will bring the proposal from earlier. That will you bring it actually, Christina? It was your proposal.
Yes. So my proposal for this space is to um so I would go first and set a little bit of my context and my necessity for creating this project and this potential bridge house. And then I would also like to hear from you. What is your necessity to wanting to come to such a space where we experiment with Archan Villaging? And and where are you at right now? What is your pain of not creating that in your life right now? Or where are you maybe in your research in creating villaging?
May I
Is there,
propose
yes, go.
I propose each one of us goes for 7 minutes so
Mhm.
that we have some time to spare and everyone gets to express themselves. Does that work for everyone?
Yes.
That's work.
Yes.
Yes.
And then my proposal would also be, Tamara, that you are like the second or third person that goes.
Mhm.
Okay.
I will hold space for time.
Thank you. I will go. Yeah, I'm looking at all of you and I feel joy because yeah, I feel joy because there is like you read the invitation and you had a yes for coming, and some of you have met before. Some of you I've seen in spaces. Just recently, I had a physical space with Daphne, and I feel joy because we got to be together. And yeah, and you made this invitation to me, Daphne, saying like, what do you want to what do you want to experience tonight? Something like that. And yeah, and what I'm longing for, what I'm longing for is really to have a village where I have spaces like that with other people, where we meet and we ask ourselves like, what do we want to explore? What do we want to experience? To grow consciousness about like what is the context I want to set? What do I want to hold space for? And also to really hold space for moving out of the isolation that is nuclear family culture. That is what I'm day to day living here, where I'm living with my family. And And I notice I'm like, there's small things that I'm creating, mainly with other mothers. There is small support network. Like when the car breaks down, my daughter can sleep at a friend's house, whatever, because I can't make it home. These things, they exist, or I can create them. And when it comes down to it, my partner and I we're like juggling it all. And I want more health spaces for parents. I want to go through my space holding for my family, for my children, and then have spaces where I can take my feelings and my emotions. I want this house because I want my children to be in more close collaboration with other children on a daily basis and not in school. Like spaces to explore, to play, to go on adventures. I want to create adult spaces where we can really hit bottom and look at like how does it go when we try to village together? What does it look like? Where does fantasy world start? What do I want to create in the small now? And what is maybe in the way? Where am I blocked? Where are emotions coming in? Where is my gremlin coming to the forefront? And to be with each other step by step and give each other feedback and coaching and go through that liquid state together. I I have a pain about where I am now, and I have wishes and ideas, and my necessity for this bridge house really is also to say, okay, like when do I start going into fantasy worlds and what is not working here or what is working here and to explore that together. And also just really hang out with cool people and be in nature and play and explore. And I there was a message in like there's a few of us in the group app Telegram group for this bridge house, and Charlotte was sharing like, and I don't want this to be a space where parents come to consume space holding for the children, to consume the space, and I'm really on fire about that too. Like I really want a space that we co-create and where, yes, I can ask for spaces when I have emotions coming up about the space holding I'm doing for my children, but not where I'm like, oh, I wish somebody goes and takes them away and I don't have to check in with them for 3 days. And for other people to not do that too. So, yeah, I want to be outside. I want to be with my bare feet in the soil. I want to enjoy good meals with other children, other adults around me, and really be in this research, even if it's for a very limited amount of time, of like what could Archan Villaging look like? What could it look like to go on adventures together, to have children's spaces, to have adult spaces, to have maybe couple spaces? Yeah. And what is each of our necessity, each of our research, each of our pain points of what we live when we're not living Archan Villaging? I don't know if I have more time.
You have 30 seconds left.
Okay. Well, what else do I want? Yeah, what I've been noticing yesterday in the space is really how I was allowing my fear of being messy to take out the joy. Like to be with this, oh, what if I create a fantasy world? blah blah blah. What is my X on the map? And really this joy is also there. Like I just want to be wild and messy and show myself, and that's what I'm here with. Thank you.
Oh.
Who is next? Tamara,
I'm next.
you want to? Yes.
I can go next. That's
Oh.
fine. I was waiting for Ina to send, she's driving, and she was sending a message for the group. Yeah, okay. We can start. Hold on.
I started.
Yes. Mm. So the pain about it's multi-dimensional, about not having children or families join. So it all starts with my I have a 20 some year relationship with Ina, and together we've had periods of deep friendship. We had period of being a couple, and then we have period of being collaborators in life. We're no longer a couple since many years ago. But when she got pregnant, I was there the full time to give birth with Kai. Kai is now an 11-year-old boy. And my pain has been that Ina hasn't been able to join me in the path of possibility management, labs. Like, I want to take a stand for creating spaces where children, and I would like to be one of these people holding space for children while parents go to labs, while parents go to different trainings. I see how that can be something that's way more integrative of people, and at the same time offer the children this space of discovery, of feeling, and also being in the culture together. I spent time living in Tamera Peace Research Center in Portugal, a few years, where we had a children's culture, and children live amongst children. There's a few tutors that rotate, but children, they sleep in the houses of children. They don't sleep with the parents unless they want to, unless that's a choice. But it's not a given. It's kind of breaking out of the nuclear family. And when I lived there, I saw how children were so expanding in their view of life, in their view of the world. I remember holding space for some of them, and they were one of the most creative kids I've ever met. Just very not held back. And so that it also comes from my own pain of growing up in a very restrictive environment, where I didn't even have a lot of friends, let alone friends who would share a culture of expansion and adventure. A lot of restrictions in modern culture. And I will dare say some things about maybe what Ina would bring into the space. That is that Kai, for example, Ina lives between Jamaica and Bulgaria. She's originally Bulgarian. And recently, in a few months ago, she brought Kai back to Bulgaria to live with his grandparents, her parents, because the school system in Jamaica was really boxing him up and really not allowing him to explore. And he was becoming really kind of tightened inwardly, not being able to express himself, becoming even very mute, kind of not expression. So Ina felt a lot of fear about this, and we've been talking about it. We have had multiple different groups to the teams to see about the development of this beautiful child. And now he's in a better place, but not really. He's still in modern culture, and I'm still in the pain of being this person who's venturing out and seeing so much more that there is to life and breaking free out of things and reverting to survival strategies and breaking out of them again. And this hasn't happened. This hasn't happened for Kai. He doesn't get a chance for that. And I'm sad about it. I feel really sad about it. And this is what's driving me. When Lisa Maria told me about this villaging bridge house, I immediately contacted Ina. She's like, I'm going, let's go. I want to go there. I want to bring Kai. They love camping. We've gone out camping together. Ina has had this dream vision of world schooling. And I say, what best world schooling than to have a context of radical responsibility and other parents. We were getting very close with Sarita, Sarita with her children, who are now in a big expedition into India. But yes, this similar pains of how children are growing up, and my dear Kai, how he's growing up, not really getting to touch more possibilities and relate and really actually what I'm seeing about him is that he's really tightened in his feelings. He's not really touching his feelings. And when he gets feelings, he's emotional, outbursting. So yeah, this is where I'm at, and I was offering some feelings work with art for children in Nicaragua before I left last year. And that was so beautiful. I could cry because it was children are just so hungry. They're just exploding for exploration of their anger and their fear. And they don't understand what fear is like, but they go for it because they're just so courageous. Um, and we were doing some songs and dancing for feeling. So I've been also exploring ways to bring
20
different
seconds left.
things. This is just I'm really turned on about bringing more creative ways to feeling with kids and playing with them. And I take a stand for being one of the people to hold space for them during labs for parents to go and do more labs and other trainings and other spaces.
Thank you, Tamara.
Thank you. I want to go next. It's really alive in
Yes,
me.
go.
Like, wow. Like I feel so glad to hear you, Tamara. Like you're joining this call with so much fire for another person's child. Like, wow.
Mm.
Fucking hell. There's so many there's so many little creatures around the world that really are embodying this freedom, this curiosity, this live aliveness that I'm working so hard to try to reconnect with, and it's just happening. And then there's a bunch of patriarchal capitalistic thoughtware that parents have that are just suffocating this aliveness, are suffocating this possibility, and it's not even like that. Like that's the normal, or that's the given thing, that's the obvious thing for thousands of years. And now all of a sudden Tamara is joining a group to speak about another person's child, because we don't do this alone anymore, because there's other possibilities. And that's what I want for the villaging bridge house to be about, to be what are the other possibilities, and how come probably every family that's going to join, every nuclear family that's going to join the bridge house, how come they're living in patriarchy? And it's really a question that I'm curious about. Like what are the thoughtwares that are making it so that you believe that you cannot go to a lab and ask for people to take care of the children? How come that you live in a nuclear house without a village? Like, what are the thought wares? What are the blocks? What are the things that make parents live in such survival? Like, I have the thought where of once I become a parent, life becomes survival. There is no more me. There is no more creation. How come? Like, fuck that. I want to live in a world where parenthood is a way of expanding our village. It's not a way for parents to sacrifice their life. And that's what I want to be something really core in the villaging Bridgehouse is this question of how come? Like, what is stopping us? What is stopping each one of us, not only the parents, but each one of us from creating village? What is stopping especially the parents? Because I have a story, or my experience is really this survival mode of parents. What is stopping parents from going together? What is stopping village from happening and really meet together as these researchers of how does it look like when we don't allow that contamination from our parents to take over our lives no longer, like generations after generations, and this is where it stops. What happens? What is the pain that comes up from noticing that we are choosing survival over our lives every day? And to
Will you speak from the eye?
yes.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, my pain is about parents. My pain is about parents doing this alone. And what I want is to have spaces to hold space for parents, for breaking free from that, for breaking free from survival. What I want is to play with children and to hold space for them, but really just to hang around with them and to be with them in nature. And I have this experience I had with very few adults in my life, and with many children, which is this enlightenment, or this simplicity, joyful, playful, mistakeful spaces. And I really want that. I really want to just allow myself that with children. I feel fear, like part of me is even, it's like I want to consume the space that is possible with children. I'm noticing it now, but there is something about it. There is something about it that really brings parts of me that are so asleep usually into ease and into like this opening. And those are the two main things that turn me on: be with children and to hold space for parents to go through whatever it means, whatever it takes to take this stand, because this is what it's all about. This is what this bridge is about. It's about a space for us to reconnect, for me to reconnect, for parents to reconnect, for people like me. Like, I was feeling angry, but really I feel glad. I feel glad to see so many individuals that are here to take a stand for, I wanna be there for families. I want to be there for kids. To see Tamara say, I want to hold space for children so the parents can do something, so the parents can live. Like, that's so ridiculous, and it's so needed. And yeah, I feel fear because it's so unknown and it's so chaotic right now, and there's nothing that I know about how it looks like to be in a village, to really be in a village. And I want to keep this. Like, I want to keep the unknown. I want to keep this fear, and to really ask myself, like, what am I doing here? What am I doing here in the bridge house? What am I doing here even now? Like what is stopping me right now from creating village? Like, what is stopping me from living with the people and Somos as my village, which in many ways I'm not, or to expand the village. Yeah, that's where I am at, and I'm complete.
I want to go next. I will go next.
Thank you, Archan.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. You can go, Ada.
Yeah, I'm really not since now, since a lot of years ago, I'm researched really hard about what is polyamorous relationship, families, what is non-binary and queer families, and really is what is changing the nuclear families. And also, don't live in cities, don't live in houses. Like, fuck, what's that crazy life? What is happening in the world? What is this that all people are still boy, man, woman, ni, family? What's that fucking bullshit? Really? Hetero couples? What's that? You know how is the word? You know what we need? Polyamorous families. You know, because this really it's crazy that people are still doing nuclear families. Nuclear families is something really, really modern culture. It was not exist before. It's a big bullshit created for fucking create isolate people, isolate families, for after have the kids and bring it to the public, private, wherever schools, even Montessori and even Waldorf, and take the kids and fucking make what they want. It's fucking horrible, really. And if you don't see the world like that, I don't know in which kinds of illusion you are. But this is the reality. And I know that. So let's create really different families. But not different families like, yeah, we live in community and we are still my partner, oh nobody touch my partner. What's that bullshit? What's that bullshit, really? You think that some person is yours, or what's that? What's that, really? I feel really angry. I feel my anger. Of course I feel it. Because the world is still like, oh, this woman will take my wife. Oh, this man will take my man. What's that? What's that? This is unreal. This is an illusion. This is a big illusion. So let's create from the roots. I have my polyamorous family. I have my queer family. I will not create a nuclear family, never. I grow up in a family that are ex-workers, that are fucking amazing family. And they show me how to create big families from the heart, not bullshits around that, oh, my family, oh, nobody take my family. What's is a safe space? What is a safe space? You know in which world we live. You will ask if nature is a safe space? Of course it is. Fuck, what is not a safe space is cities, is houses like, fuck, you don't know nothing or what? I don't know, I'm really angry about these things. And I have so clear my path since I born. So I really, I will offer in this bridge house, and I'm offering this from 14 years now. Like, I'm holding a space for children, all kinds of children, all age, all. And really, if I will hold the space in this bridge house, of course I want to ask for money, of course, because it's my work. I have my studies, I have all. So for me, it's not something that I will do for free. I want to receive my money, of course, that I want it, and it's one of the things that I will ask first. And yeah, I can continue with this about the nuclear families and how white people is creating a mess in the world, because it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. So I don't know. I take a stand for that. I know it, and mm, all my family take it. So I don't know. I grow up in the best environment, and I learn all that I need to learn, and I'm really glad of that. I'm really, really glad of that. Even if I was going to a public school, all my family create the environment for we go to. I was going to the public school, and I was be able to create my own reality and create what I really want. Because yeah, they never save me. They never try to say, oh no, they really allow my radical freedom. My family. You know what I mean? So that's the most important. Of course, after we can study, of course, but blah 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 blah. This is all again bullshit. The important is how the families have conscience about not be part of modern culture, not be part of patriarchy, about really value what is a matriarchy. You know what I mean? Because matriarchy is earth. Okay, so fuck. And it's not matriarchy, patriarchy. No. Matriarchy and patriarchy is fucking war. Out of the earth. Like that.
And what is your stand for the bridge house
My
regarding that?
stance for the bridge house is to create a big game world where also parents can play, can enjoy, can feel the pleasure of be on the earth, of really be connected with Gaia and really enjoy the island, because this island is wow, big transformative energy. And my stand is to create art and movement with children. That's my stand about conscience process and about radical freedom from the radical responsibility. Yeah.
And we're coming to an end.
Yeah, I'm complete.
Thank you, Alba.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I notice I feel scared and angry when I hear you speak, Alba, and what I'm sensing is that like there's a lot of wishes coming from your being, but there's also like your gremlin is very much in the forefront, and I sense there's a lot of wrong making. And I just want to check with you how you see that in relation to the bridge house.
What? I can understand exactly what you bring. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. What I'm noticing is that like you're very passionate about what you're taking a stand for, and you are like in a way what happens is like I notice there is a distance. Like my question is like, how can you invite what you're inviting without making other people wrong, without saying like if you are believing in the nuclear family, or if that is part of your survival strategy, then like what the fuck is wrong with you? That's
With
a
me?
little bit how you said it. And my question is really like, are you willing to take your gremlin on the leash and
I have my
meet
gremlin.
people where they are?
I have my gremlin on the leash, and I can't make anyone wrong or right. This is not how it works. Each one knows what are they doing. Each one knows why they do the things. I broke my anger. Of course I broke it, because it's crazy what is happening in the world. Fuck. Of course, and I will bring it again and again. And it's not about my gremlin. My gremlin is on the leash. So
I feel fear, Alba, because I have the same experience as Christina.
okay.
And
Because
and
you are
my,
a terrorist and you are that, and you get like, oh no, they are speaking about me. Pues sí, amor, sí.
And my possibility would be to have a space to let your gremlin speak, because it seems like your gremlin really wants to say something about it
But
and to
it's my
allow it
person,
out.
my adult. It's not my gremlin. How you take that? Why, if I say something that you don't like it, you say it's my gremlin? Fuck, no, it's not like that. Fuck, I know what is my gremlin, okay? I have my bubble, I have my sort of clarity, and I have my gremlin on the leash. So if you hear something that you don't like, make your own process. Make it, because it's really hard. It's really, really hard. And it's easier to say, no, your gremlin is speaking. No, take your own responsibility about what are you creating, as I made every day with what I'm creating. Fuck, it's
Alba,
like that.
what are you
Alba,
Can I
feeling?
say
Alba,
something?
What are you feeling, Alba?
I'm feeling angry.
Daphne, will you say
Because
what you want to say? Yeah.
Yes, what I want to say is that the experience I had a bit when you were speaking, Alba, is that there's a lot of reactivity. It's like, this is what's happening in the world, and my reaction to that is this anger. And I hear that. And I'm still curious, what is the feeling underneath? I feel like there is something even more precious under that, under all the things that is happening in this world that is not okay.
For me, it's not if it's okay or not okay. It's I bring the reality that is happening. I'm not judging it. I'm saying this is happening, and I'm creating another way. I'm not saying nobody's wrong, nobody's right. I'm saying that's how I see the reality. Of course, is from my point of view, but really, I bring it here. I say I'm angry for that. No more. Each one knows. And if you want to create more hetero couples and nuclear families, let's do it. Okay. I will not be part of that. It's like that. Sorry.
okay. Right now, there were two or three actually doors to go in deeper about it. And I sense that right now it's not possible. And I propose we move on to the next person to speak.
Yes.
And Alba, I invite you to go back to the recording and really see it, and then share how you feel about it.
Thank you.
Who will go next?
I will go. I will take a minute to recenter. It's already been a few years, but for some time it got much stronger in me, this question of, do I want to have children? And whenever I look at it, I have a no, but I don't have a no because I don't want to have children. I have a no because I don't want to have children in this world and in this society, and especially with this school system. So I sense that I need to experience something different and to see that there are other doorways, and also to just spend some time with children because there aren't any children around me. And I even have a story that I don't know how to talk with them or how to spend time with them. And this is what I want to experience. And this bridge house, it's been coming to me in different ways. I heard about it from you, Christina, then Charlotte told me about it, and many people are talking about it. It keeps coming back again and again in my field of possibilities. And I sense that my box is like really trying to close this door of being like, it's so much easier to not have children. Why would you want that? But then deep down there is some kind of sadness of, I would never get to know the person that would come through me. So I sense that there is something that I want to research. And I also sense that maybe I can bring something in this bridge house. Actually discover something about myself. And I also see it that I see more my future in communities. I'm also in contact with a group in Belgium, and they want to create a community where there will be a school. And I want to know what is my relationship to children. What are yeah, it's difficult in words.
Mm.
I sense there is something I still need to discover that I don't know. So that's why I wanted to join this call and hear more about this project and feel how it is to be in relation with this team.
Daphne, what are you feeling right now?
I feel joy and I feel sadness. And I feel more sadness.
Will you unfold it a bit more? Or let it unfold a bit more?
I think there is something about magic and about creation and about non-linearity. Some things that really nourish my being that is so much more accessible to experience with children than with adults. And I feel fear of going into fantasy world. And yes, I also want to discover more about Archan Villaging. Because even without children, like I live in a city, I live alone. I don't know, I have a way of living that is almost the opposite of that.
What is your pain about that way of living?
I feel pain about the separation. I feel pain that there are walls that separate me from my neighbors. That there wouldn't be doors in these walls and we could just go from house to house if we want and spend time together and help each other. And it's also part of the reason why I would choose not to have children, because I don't see it possible. In Belgium, people work from 9 to 6, but school finishes at 3. So I don't even understand how it works for people.
You have 10 more seconds.
Okay. Well, now I'm imagining doors in the walls. I think it would be a great concept. I feel complete.
Oh, definitely.
Thank you, Daphne.
Thank you.
Let me go. Yeah, will you put the timer?
Yes.
And Oran, I feel angry that Jennifer's name is not in the screen. Will you add it, please?
Yes, I will.
And go, Jennifer.
Yeah, I see like there are two kinds of pain coming for me, and one is just like in the bigger picture of Archan Villaging and how I'm still incompetent in creating that myself, and how there are still like I'm still going through yeah, like through this like separation from patriarchy, or like how I'm still myself not creating the Archan Villaging that I want for my life, even here in Somos. And yeah, that is something that is like steering now on me, like when I heard you speak, and I yeah I feel sad. I feel sad. Yeah, I feel sad because like really like from my being, like I'm yeah, there are still so many things that are on my way for taking like a full stand about, like for that, like yeah and like so many, that in so many ways I'm putting myself on my way to create what I actually want, and to go for that. And now I feel fear that I don't really know what I'm saying. Yeah, but yeah, like what something that was coming when I was hearing you all speaking was like, wow, like how yeah, like how could, like I have this research of like, or this question that is coming on, okay, how can I be different, like how can I do it differently, how can I create a different reality, and how yeah, how can it be from like really going out of all the structures that I have in my mind and in my box about what is the shared space and what are the private spaces, and like what, like how that is all the time like this game of like, okay, this is the time to share with the village, and this is the time to be separated, and like and yeah there's yeah something about that is very alive in me right now. Yeah. Yeah, and I like my, like one of my fires for this bridge house will be really about that, like about like, okay, all this structure, all what has been told, like how everything goes, like let's just put all of that in the trash, and like, okay, how do we create, like how do I live with, I don't know, like 15, 20, 25 other people that are also families inside, that are couples inside, that are singles inside, and what is it that I want to create, like how do I want to relate with everyone, with the adults, with the children, like with every being, and yeah, like for me it really comes of like how can I be a stand to dissolve all of yeah, all of these things that I don't want to have in my relating spaces, all of the things that I don't want to have in the like in the titles of the relating spaces. I don't know what comes with that. Yeah. Yeah, and I I also really have that pain of something that you were sharing, Daphne, was also resonating of, like, it is painful for me to notice that I will not consider being a mother because like a part of me will, like, and I feel sad about it. Like I feel sad because yeah, like what I see happening is like I don't want that, and I really have this story of like if I am a mother, I lose myself, like I lose my identity, like my life, my choices, because I need to what's the word, like to give up myself so that I can raise the children, and I guess that comes from the pain, like how much I see that happening around me, like how much I see that in my friends that are mothers, especially like single mothers, and that pain of yeah, of like how is it possible that yeah, that there is now this woman is just like being with a child by herself, and like it's just like, and that I'm not even able to be with my friend, and that she will be really present with her feelings and in our relating, because all of her attention is in her child, like yeah. Yeah, and I feel sad. I feel sad on, like I have this, yeah, it really doesn't work for me the way I have been presented, the way I mostly see families happening, and I still have that on my way to create something different. I still, like a part of me really strongly believes that's the only way, and because I don't want the way, then there is no other way, like, and I want to yeah, I want to break that, and yeah. And I want to be more in reality of what it is to be in a village, in a culture where there are also children, and where there even could be elders. Like how is it to be more in reality with, yeah, with the village, that it's like there's something like what is it that is coming? Huh. Yeah, I don't quite like this. Yeah, something going about this. Yeah, being really more in reality. Like, so it's not a bubble of like, okay, now we are all here. We are all adults. We are all having this like approach to live in radical responsibility, to live like in this way. But still, there is a gap from the reality of, yeah, of other beings being involved in that reality of kids being there, and then yeah, what is a reality that's sprouts, or like that arises when there are kids with us, and when, yeah, when there is not that separation made, when it's like it's not that the child's culture and the adult's culture are like two different things, but like yeah, I want to find the weave between all of these cultures. And I see that the time is over, and I'm complete. Thank you.
Go, Jennifer.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very perfect timing. Is there anything else that anybody wants to bring in the space before we close up?
I want to apologize myself because I know that what I bring was really hardcore. I know it. So I want to apologize for the way that I bring it. And to say that it was not personal with anyone here or in the earth, that it was kind of anthropologic research more than accusation or nothing personal.
And if that apology was a feeling, what is happening? Like, what are you feeling?
I
Because apology is
feel,
kind of.
thank you, Ron. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. I feel, yeah, I feel sadness. I feel sadness. Yeah. I also come from a hetero couple, you know, so I feel really sadness. For say it in this way, that I understand all, and for me it's more like we are all persons, and it's not so much about genders, about men or women or nothing of that. But my uncle was like that in this moment. And yeah, now I feel sad for because I can hurt someone. So, so
Yeah, and Alba, I also really want to invite you to check, like, or to go into this research of, like, what is really your pain, and what are you doing to not allowing yourself to feel that, or like, where is your gremlin taking care of yourself, where maybe there's like a big pain underneath it, and share with
my
us.
pain is, yeah, my pain is that, yeah, I will not speak now because
No,
it's really hard and it's really.
yeah, and my sense is that really you would take a held space, maybe even more than one, to go through the layers of that pain.
Will you?
Yes, I will. I will, of course.
And
And
let us
will
know
you,
what you find.
yes, and will you also, because I felt also reactivity on you when I speak, no, like you're grumbling, blah blah blah, and it's like, okay, will you also take some responsibility about the kinds of relationships, love relationships that you are creating?
That is still your gremlin, Alba.
Okay,
Still your
if you
gremlin
say
in the
my
front.
gremlin, I say Johan, my gremlin is on the leash, and no more. I know where is my gremlin.
Okay.
Sorry. It's not still my gremlin. I invite you to check that also. Will you?
I want to close the space and
Okay.
and let's check in again in the smaller group, and we will be in touch also.
Okay.
And Tamara, you said you want to be in the bridge house and hold space for children, and yeah, I want to invite you to the Telegram group. Do you want to be in it?
Yes. And okay, yes.
And yeah, maybe just let's check in also after.
Let's check in first.
Yes.
Thank you, Christina.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.